Hey everybody, it's your boy Stutter Guy, and I'm back again with another video. Protesters demand return of black couple's baby taken by Texas authorities after home birth. Now, I don't know about y'all, but there's no bigger crime than taking a baby away from the parents. You shouldn't do that at all, unless it is for the child's safety. That is an absolute top priority. But here's my problem. I don't know what they're going to say about this. I ain't read it yet. I read a little bit, but I was honestly going through it too fast to really soak in any information. All right. Now, there's probably a bit more to the story that I'm not aware of. But the one thing I want you to keep in mind, the one thing I want you to pay attention to, is that them folks do this all the time. Them folks, you know exactly who it is, actually made a whole TV show about home births. This is a whole TV show. I know because I watched it. I watched like 2 to 3 episodes. I know for a fact there is a whole TV show about this procedure. And it was all white. I'm just letting you know right now. It was all light-skinned. Every single episode. Granted, I only watched like 2 or 3, but it was all white. It was white as a piece of paper. Everybody was watching. The father, the mother, the father, the children, the doctor lady that was there. Everybody was watching the whole thing. So I just want y'all to keep that in mind. This is actually pretty normal in society. No matter what they tell you, this is actually pretty normal. There's nothing wrong with this. Okay? Now, something can go wrong, yes. But this right here is pretty normal. Maybe your parents didn't do it. Maybe you don't know a person who done it in the past. But in society, run by them folks, oh, they do it all the time. They do it all the time. I just need y'all to keep that in mind. Everything about this is wrong, said Quana Arnold, an advocate with the AFRI Center of Reproductive Justice Organization. I probably pronounced that wrong. Afria? Something like that. Dallas. Reproductive justice advocates are rallying behind a Dallas area couple after the 40s took their 3-week-old daughter over concerns about her medical needs. More than 24 organizers with the organization, a Black-centered reproductive justice group, advocates and others gathered outside the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services, or DFPS, in Dallas on Thursday, demanding it return the newborn Maya to her parents, Rodney, 37, and Tamika? No, it's Tamika, I think. Something like that. Yeah, Tamika. Tamika Jackson, 38. Maya. Oh, wait, is that Maya? No, that's not Maya. Milla. It was like Millie. I'm gonna go with Millie, right? Or Milla. I think it's Millie, maybe. I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes I'm having trouble pronouncing some names. Millie, born March 22nd, was taken into state custody last month after a after a pedestrian told authorities that the parents opted to treat her for jaundice at home rather than admit her to the hospital. Okay. The doctors gave him options for care that family agreed to follow. Okay. Quana Arnold, uh, Dyla and birth justice advocate with the organization, God, I'm fucking up today, told the NBC News they even agreed to connect the doctor with their midwife, but they were clear that they were keeping their baby under the midwife's care. Oh, look. Oh, wait, I gotta go press. Okay, here. They even agreed to connect the doctor with their midwife, but they were clear that they were keeping their baby under the midwife's care. It felt like retaliation from the doctor. She said the Jacksons' licensed midwife, Charlie, I can't pronounce that last name, is associated with the center and immediately contacted the organization when Mill was taken by the authorities. Bailey Scott and White Health with employees, the pedestrian. No, I feel like I'm pronouncing this wrong. But I'm sorry, I'm pronouncing this wrong. Dr. Ened Bahat declined to comment on any specifics of the case, but said in a statement that the health care system abides by reporting requirements set forth in the Texas Family Code and any other applicable laws. However, Bat previously told court authorities that he authorized the support of CPS to help get this baby get the care that was medically necessary and needed. Jaundice is common among newborns and occurs when there is too much bilirubin in the baby's blood, according to Johns Hopkins Children's Hospital. Babies with jaundice usually develop a yellowish skin and eyes. The parents and the midwife had already begun treating Maya for jaundice with breastfeeding and sunlight, both of which are common, effective treatments for jaundice. They are a common and an effective treatment. So they were treating the baby. They wasn't abusing the baby. Listen, I fuck up the way I read. I mispronounce half the shit I see on the screen. But I'm not here for all that. The one thing I want y'all to pay attention to, the one thing that's more important than my pronunciation is the fact that these three individuals, the two parents and the midwife, these three individuals combined were treating this child effectively. So there was no mistreatment. There was nothing of the sort. They were treating this child. It wasn't like they were ignoring anything the doctor told them. No, they were treating this kid. Breastfeeding and sunlight, both of which are common and effective treatments for jaundice. And they were doing that. They were giving the child effective ways to help her condition. That right there is the most important thing on the screen. That right there is the one thing you need to keep in mind throughout this whole video. There was no abuse to be had. Nothing of the sort. They were doing exactly as they were told, exactly how the Johnson's hospital directed them to, or at least told the newspaper that that's the way to do it. They were doing exactly that. Exactly that. It's been over 2 weeks since the Jacksons had their newborn taken, and they now say a rescheduled court hearing will keep them from their daughter even longer. They said at a new conference held by the organization and the Next Generation Action Network Social Justice Group earlier this month that they believe authorities are only targeting because Tamika Jackson gave birth at a home and employed a midwife. That's what it's sounding like. I agree 100%. I agree 100 fucking percent. I told you guys before I started reading that these folks, they do this all the time. They do this all the time. They made a whole TV show about it. A whole program that was on TV. It was a long time ago, but it was on. They probably had like 12 seasons. This is not uncommon. This is not unheard of. This is practice. This is done 100 times before. So don't get into your head that this is somehow alien or unnatural, because it's not. I promise you with everything in my soul, it is perfectly normal. It is perfectly normal. Are there risks? Yeah, probably. But there's risk going to the doctors. There's risk giving birth. And either way, there's risk involved no matter where you are. You can be at the doctor's and still lose the baby. Let's be honest. Sure, the risk might be lower. But regardless, the parents decided that. They decided to do it this way, and the baby turned out just fine. All she had was a common disorder that was treatable, and they were doing exactly that. And the baby was probably just fine. Well, to my knowledge, what I've read, she would have been just fine by herself. But no, they had to barge in and take the baby for no reason. They did it for no reason. I promise you that. They did it for no reason. I promise you that. They took that baby because the parents were probably both together, because you know how they love to have like a one-parent household. B, practicing something I guess they wouldn't want white people to practice. And C, actually going through with it and end up being successful. Either way, I promise you there's some bullshit reason. Either way, I promise you that the reason they did so is unjustified. Because again, I mess up when I read sometimes. That's perfectly fine with me. I honestly don't care. If you're here just to if you're here just to be here to criticize the way I really pronounce things, then obviously you're here for the wrong reasons. So you may leave now. You may leave. Because that's not the point of this video. It's right here on your screen. You can read it too. If it's that hard, if it's that difficult for you to listen to me, please leave. Because that's not the point. The point is that these parents were doing something they agreed upon. They were treating the baby in an effective way. All you need to do was breastfeed her and give her sunlight. That's exactly what they were doing. That's not very difficult. Not very difficult at all. Especially sunlight. Why? Because, go outside and there's the sun. Breastfeeding, the baby was just born. The mother is already in the process of that. Or if not, there are other ways to get breast milk. So, yeah, this is cut and dry. They did nothing wrong. They absolutely did nothing illegal. They were treating the baby. You really have these groups of individuals, and you're telling me that under their watch, the baby was somehow mistreated. That nobody said nothing. That they just kept it on the down low for what? For what? Nah, me personally, I think they just want to separate the child and probably send it to a one parent household or something close to that. They don't like seeing the parents together. They really don't. They want to keep that separation because they know that if we're together and we have children together and we stay together, the likelihood of that child being so called ghetto, which is a racist term, to my upon like when I say racist term, I know that it probably won't make sense for a lot of people, but from the way I see it now, from the way I see it, how some people say it, I guarantee you they're saying it in a racist way. I'm not saying don't say it. I'm not saying I'm not saying anything like that. If you want to say it, go ahead. I'm just saying that the people out here saying in the comment section, that the people out here, the news reporter or uh, anybody that works in the media, they're saying it for all the wrong reasons. They're saying it for all the wrong reasons. Have said we say we don't mean, but when they say it, oh, they mean every bit, they mean every word. It's a double meaning behind everything they say. I promise you that. All right. Where did I stop? Okay. Police in DeSoto, Texas, a suburb in Dallas County where the couple lives, said the department, along with Child Protective Services, tried to perform a welfare check at the home on March 25th, but were denied entry. 3 days later, the Dallas County constables went to their home with DFPS officials and took Mia. Okay. I mean, to my knowledge, Angel Duff and illegal. It's not illegal to turn away protective services. So I mean, y'all can say that's suspicious, but that's not illegal. So that's up to y'all. We are just as heartbroken today as the moment the constables removed her from my arms. Tamika Jackson said in a video update shared Wednesday on Instagram. Her husband added, "We are still without our daughter, and it's been 14 days. Every moment we're thinking about her, seeing her smile." Advocates have used social media to fight for Miller's return, using the hashtag Bring Mia Home, and Justice for Mia Jackson hashtags. In Wednesday's update, the couple said that a judge rescheduled an April 6th hearing for April 20th, and denied the request for an emergency hearing. Wow. Wow. Look at that. Look at the mistreatment already. Look at the mistreatment already. Look at that. April 6th. It went from April 6th to April 20th. It went from April 6th to April 20th. And then they're just going to deny an emergency hearing. Oh, okay. Okay. Somebody's butthurt, if you ask me, but okay. On Thursday, dozens of demonstrators gathered outside the DEPS building with the sign that read, "CPS is wrong, bring me a home. Stop policing black families, and stop medical racism." They marched around the parking lot of the building where Arnold said the Jacksons were on their weekly visit to see their newborn. Officials with the DeSoto Mo- 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 court did not immediately respond to a request for comment. The Jacksons have been allowed a few supervised visits with Maya, who is now in foster care, Arnold said. Wow, okay, she's in foster care now. A system where she's likely to get abused by the terror kickers, okay? Foster care is not a joke. Foster care is not all sunshine and rainbows. the the likelihood of her getting abused is very high. I hope y'all know that. The likelihood of her getting abused in foster care is very fucking high. Okay? Foster care is not a joke. Foster care is something you should take lightly. No. No. Foster care is dangerous. It is dangerous. It is dangerous. You know how much child trafficking can happen in foster care? A lot, I can tell you that. The family has also condoned the removal affidavit, which listed the wrong name for my. Wow, they had one job. They had one job. It's not even trying no more. They had one job for Maya's mother, not Tamika, according to the Dallas Morning News. Authorities noted the affidavit that the woman listed as Maya's mother on the affidavit has a history of child removal. The Jackson said they did not know these people, and the family supporters have called the 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 discrepancy. Everything about this is wrong. That I totally agree. That's what it sounds like. Everything about this whole situation seems racist. Arnold said there was never an investigation. We had we had a black baby in the system with no birth certificate. Yet the wrong folks' names are attached to her. We can't lose her to the system. Uh-huh. Well, unfortunately, we're in the middle of I'm white and I say so. This is I'm white and I say so situation here. Especially the judge. Oh, he is he's a big I'm white and I say so believer. And if he's not white, I promise you he's supporting a white system. I promise you that. I promise you got probably got pegged off or got someone whispering in his ear. Hey, hey, bro, give us more time. All right, G, I got you. Say less. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Ridiculous. This is unwarranted. This is racist. This is disgusting. Okay? This is a lot of things. But normal, justified, organized ain't one. It ain't one. Okay? It ain't one. Alright? This is hellish. Okay? This is I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna keep on myself right now because I'm just gonna keep on going and going. The point is that this is wrong. This is an attack on on a well off black family that done nothing wrong in terms of the law. Okay, nothing was no crime was committed, no abuse was happening. They ain't listed one. They ain't still ain't list one sentence of the baby being abused. Nope, nothing. No scars, nothing. Not one. Not one. All they were able to say is, "I'm white and I say so." That's all they said. I'm white and I say so. No, I'm sorry. We're white and we say so. Well, this is a group effort. This is a group effort. Let me keep that in mind. Anyways, guys, I just pray that they get back the baby. I just pray that the baby comes home and they can live their life. Like this is serious. I really do pray for these parents. This is very heartbreaking. But for all that said, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.